We liked, and I thought San Jose played a really good game. They were fast, aggressive, good in the neutral zone, and it was frustrating at times. But I think our power play has been unbelievable all year. But 2 power play goals again. Casey, what a shot, and it kind of was able to get us back in the game, give us some life late in the third, and then big kill. I think that's a huge momentum swing too. You take a penalty with 6 or so minutes left, and you get the kill, you keep the game. You're tied, you give yourself a chance to win.
Like you said there, the top line came out huge for you guys. What did you think of their game? What stood out for you?
Obviously the puck movement on the power play, but they carried that over to 5-on-5. It was a great play on Casey's first goal. He could have had 4 or 5. He was all over it. They generated some momentum. They were, it seemed like in the first 2 periods they were, our consistent line that had some zone pressure. The rest of us struggled to kind of establish our forecheck and get in the zone, consistently. I think, for the most part we were better in the third, but I think start to finish, clearly they were our best line.
For yourself, that was the 9th of the year for you. How do you explain this goal surge lately?
Just a pure sniper. I don't know. It always feels like I go through hot and cold streaks, and it seems like the puck's going in for me right now, and it's a great shot by Smokey. I'm just doing my best to get into Georgiev's eyes, and luckily I get a stick on it. But last game, makes an unbelievable pass. I just have to tap it in. So a lot of credit goes to my line mates and the D pair that I'm out there with.
Thanks a lot.
No, I didn't. I wasn't aware, but that's obviously a pretty special player that I look up to. Obviously, he was lucky enough to get to play with him as well, and learned a lot from him. It's a pretty cool milestone for sure.
Take us through that go-ahead goal, and how'd you manage to grab the momentum back?
The game tying on the power play, the second one. It was. We've had some good looks on the power play there, and we talked about a certain play. We had a little extra time when they were reviewing their goal there, and just came up with a good game plan. And everybody was on their toes, and they got the puck over to me. Gabe made a great pass across the seam, and just put a shot on net there.
Big night for you and your line mates, Gabriel Velarde and Mark Scheifele. What was it that made you guys so successful tonight?
Just skating and playing quick. They were very aggressive with their Ds coming down the wall, so we had to talk it out in our D zone and just make the play that's in front of you. And it starts with our feet with that line and pressure on their Ds and creating turnovers and just doing all the little things right. And we get that puck back on our stick, and that's where we like to play.
And how do you describe the confidence for you on the power play right now?
Yeah, it's good. We see a lot of different kills in the league. Teams being a little more passive, aggressive, and we make it a focal point to do something. Don't change it up, but adjust to how they're killing and be dynamic and unpredictable. And I think we've done a great job of that this year, just scoring in different ways. Every single time, and it's everybody chipping in. It's all five-man units scoring different ways and taking whatever's available. If it's a pressuring team, we know that we got to support each other quick, and vice versa. If it's a more passive team, we got plays for that as well.
You know what? Obviously, that young, quick team, San Jose, and their transition game. We really try to get away from letting them get into their rush game, and we were trying to clog up the middle as much as we could. Our power play stepped up big time, and they kind of, they weren't going away. And then, that third period there, it was we got back to kind of, doing something. We gave up a rush goal. Obviously, we got caught, but I like the way we, stayed in the game till the very end, and that was a big goal with about a minute and 15 seconds left.
The Chibrikov block shot, it looked pretty painful. Were you surprised to see him return to the game tonight?
Yeah, that's just the kind of kid he is. He got hit pretty hard, and he came back in here and walked it off and kind of got some ice on it, got himself back. But it's going to be pretty painful tomorrow, I'm sure.
Later in the game, you swapped Iafallo and Chibrikov. Was that related to the shot block, or were you looking for a spark?
No, I mean, a little bit of that. There was also some of the matchups, how San Jose was kind of putting. They were really looking to, have their sort of top line against those guys. So it just Al's kind of glue, but Chibi was hurting a little bit there.
Back on top, alone in first place at the on the NHL standings. We had that view a lot earlier in the season. How have we gotten back to that now today?
Well, this is kind of the schedule. It's kind of the way it's jockeyed around. I mean, we're not real concerned about, we're standing in the league right now. We're worried about, our Central Division. We have, 4 teams that aren't going away, and it's going to be this way right to the end of the year. So we just got to take care of our business. Real happy to get the first win for the mums and the sisters here. To get that one, I know they're going to be feeling pretty good about it. So we'll move into Anaheim and hopefully get 2.
Any update on Nikolai Ehlers? Do you expect him to play in Anaheim tomorrow?
That's tomorrow's decision. We'll talk tomorrow.
And then, of course, with a player like Macklin Celebrini, how do you game plan for a player like that where you have very little tape and obviously you haven't really seen him much before?
Yeah, we hadn't seen him or Smith. Some of the young kids they got. Celebrini's dynamic. The thing you really notice about is his compete. He doesn't go to the outside. He doesn't go away from where the battles are. He gets inside, and San Jose, they're looking to obviously build around a player like that. You can understand why he was the first overall pick, and he was noticeable. That's for sure. Thank you.